This is section 2 in chapter 8 about carbon compounds. So carbon is a part of your daily life, and it basically means that it's coming from things that you might think of, anything that has to do with carbon. There's so many things. You can think of it as part of a living thing or comes from a living thing, and even sometimes it's produced artificially. So they are organic compounds, most of them. There are a few exceptions, but these are usually considered organic compounds. The structural formula shows the kind, number, and arrangement of the atoms in a molecule. So for instance, the formula here is 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen, and you can see hydrogen only has 1 valence electron, so that's connecting here. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, so that's what each of these bars represent. Ethane has 2 carbons and 6 hydrogens, and propane has 3 carbons and 8 hydrogens. Now sometimes they have the same chemical formula. Look here, it has C4H10, and over here C4H10. They have the same chemical formula, but they have different structural formulas. This is in a straight chain, and the isobutane is in a branch chain. So those are called isomers, and you will have to know that. So an isomer means that we have the same chemical formula, but they're arranged differently. And that means that they have their own characteristics and own properties. Carbon can actually form double bonds and triple bonds as well. So remember, carbon can have 4 valence electrons. There can be 1, 2, and this would be 3, 4. So that would be a double bond here to make ethane. So we have C2H4. And then here, if we had C2H2, we would have the triple bond going on in between the 2 carbons. So saturated hydrocarbons means that there's a hydrocarbon has only single bonds all the way around. It has the maximum number of hydrogen atoms possible attached to the carbon. Unsaturated means that we have double bonds or triple bonds present. So we have fewer hydrogen atoms. This is called a hydroxyl group, meaning it has an OH at the end. So it has carbon and 3 hydrogens, and then it has a hydroxyl group here. It's an alcohol that's substituted, hydrocarbon that contains 1 or more hydroxyl groups. So you should know what an alcohol is. An organic acid is a substituted hydrocarbon that contains 1 or more carboxyl groups. And a carboxyl group is written as COOH. And that is what a carboxyl group should know that one as well. Polymers, you have large polymers made, large molecule made of smaller molecules bonded together. And some are made by living things and others are synthetic. You can think of a spider web. That is an example of a polymer. And that's it.